Play rake-free daily fantasy sports at fantasydraft.com or download the app from your app store. Use promo code PNIA for a VIP free roll.
Oh, the national anthem.
Yeah, exactly. That was Neil Channing. Neil went, you know Neil Channing, you probably.
Me and him got into it the first time we met, and we became very much more peaceful the second time around.
So Michael, 2 kings here will make it 300. Duffy calls behind with ace-10, and Sevilla with 6s, and Simon Zach defending the straddle with jack-9.
Wow. Of the national anthem, like, you know, you can bet on how long it takes to sing of the national anthem in the Super Bowl. Yeah, there's like over and unders on the time.
Well, she's a professional performer, so
yeah. Absolutely, within a second. It was ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Action flop, 10 high, top for Duffy with that ace of spades in his hand as well. Michael Chi Zhang with the overpair to the board. Wise fold from Simon Zach, who was up and down, but no spade.
I'm getting a massage.
He's getting a massage, he says.
There'll be a seat soon if you want to play.
Ree's pair on the turn.
Great card for Michael to be able to get some more money in this pot.
Did you make day 4? Chief.
1,700 is the turn bet.
Cool. This is a big river card.
Both players improved to a full house, technically speaking. I'd like to imagine you can get almost a pot bet out of Duffy at this point. 64, over pot.
Duffy seems to be a sticky character, and he doesn't like to fold, so I do like sizing the bet up here.
And it's just a spot where Duffy's just going to have to shrug and put it in and just say, oh well.
I'm all in.
Whoa.
You got no reason to bluff.
I think that Michael's having a tough time figuring it out. I don't think he's ever folding, but he's just like, what are you doing, bruh?
Auto ace is good.
Duffy could have just paid 6,400, but he insisted on lighting the rest on fire.
Nice hand.
Well, can't hate him for trying. It was a very optimistic play.
Nearly.
And he's giving back to the party poker community that he cares so much about.
Yeah. I think we've got to vote one person off first.
My seat's for sale.
I can still see like 3/4 of a bicep.
His arms are just so big, it makes it look like he's not wearing sleeves.
I've seen.
All right, getting us started tonight, Tommy Bates.
Tommy, your car keys are stuck to your wrist.
Shaun Deeb, welcome back to Poker Night. Here for day 2 at Sugar House.
All right.
Okay, so Jeremy Kaufman. I've been told I'm not allowed to scare away the players with money anymore, so I'll just say the last time Jeremy Kaufman played in the game, he was more action than the 3rd act of a Marvel movie. And here he is now, making it 550 with pocket 4s.
Right on cue.
So yeah, Shaun Deeb, 9-5 suited, that old chestnut.
Action's back to Jeremy Kaufman with 4s.
He's done a great job of isolating Kaufman, who calls.
Have a water, please.
And here's the flop, 7-4 ace. And a set of 4s for Kaufman. Let's see if Deeb keeps on running this bluff.
He's gonna have to, and I'm very interested to see how Kaufman fares when he's the one with the monster.
2,100 the bet from Deeb.
And the one time we saw him with a big hand last time, he was chattier than an Aaron Sorkin pilot. This time, he's keeping himself a little more reserved. Okay, so far so good.
Just throw black in. All right, 9K in the pot as we go to the turn. Someone here is gonna get a nice big juicy pot to get their night started.
Thank you, Mickey.
And OMG, Deeb has outs now. He's double gutted. And now that Deeb has picked up outs, wow, I'm surprised he did not bet. How does he do it?
Wow.
How? How?
Really?
How?
10-25 game.
So Shaun Deeb falls into one of the gutters he needed, and he's about to fall into a big win.
Kaufman checks, but he's probably expecting Shaun to bluff at this.
So Shaun's gonna bet, Kaufman's gonna raise, Deeb's gonna shove, Kaufman's gonna call. How close am I on that one?
All in.
I don't know if Kaufman's gonna raise this bet of 18,450 because it's all in for him to call.
I wasn't expecting that big of a bet from Deeb.
Wow. The problem is this is so sick because Deeb would do this with nothing as well.
Got a set.
There's a 4-card straight out there. Deeb knows he can bully this guy when he doesn't have it, and when he does, sometimes Kaufman's gonna call it off. How could you do this, Shaun? This man has a father. He has children at home.
I call.
I have a straight.
Damn it.
No, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Damn it.
Wow. Look at Shaun. What is it like, Shaun Deeb? What is it like to get that lucky for that much money?
I had the 7 of hearts. That's all I needed.
Listen, that's why they play the game.
Nothing wrong with that.
Matt Glantz is reloaded.
Nothing wrong being
This is
fired
the
up.
most exciting poker night in America I've ever been on.
Same.
Really?
He's losing less than any other one, so.
I'm excited.
Steam raise.
Steam raise.
There have been some epic swings
re-raise.
by Kaufman on Poker Night in America.
Yeah, his graph is pretty boring today.
Up, that up. Got a little dice.
Did you
Doug
see them?
Polk makes
I
it
did.
1,200 with Ace
I
King.
knew what they were.
Jeremy,
Back
show
to
this entire
Kaufman.
side of the
Calls?
table, your cards. Like, flash them
Yeah.
up this way.
Like,
we
no,
all
no,
see
no,
it.
I
Like
won't look. I won't
sideways.
look. Here, you can go for it. Ready?
Well, I need to
What's
see
the other
it.
Let him know.
Okay.
Are we good?
The other one.
We
don't know
it's a
yet.
half sweat.
We don't know yet.
9-7 is the flop.
Check.
Kaufman's going to be
such a
looking to
pussy
cash
bet
in
out?
here.
It's in the labs. It's all analyzed.
Part of the GTO strategy.
The bet's just 800.
I might be tempted to raise here, actually.
3,200.
There it is. Raise the 3,200. I think you can try to protect against another spade coming.
It's not a.
You can get value out of top
Politically
pair.
correct way of saying it.
You get value out of over
Jeremy
pairs.
stacks all that shit.
Now, don't you want to know what the other one is?
When Doug
Now we
3-bets
do.
you pre-flop, there's lots of hands that can give you action here in the raise. I like the raise.
Who's the tough guy now?
He's got the action.
6,000.
Interesting accent.
Don't run away now.
Yeah, Doug can't really be loving this.
YouTube hand of the week. It looks like Doug hates his hand right
He's
now.
invited every episode.
It looks like Doug cannot fold but hates his hand.
That's a good read.
This is one of those spots where against like
Everyone else? It's
against like anyone else, you know. But it's not everyone else. So all right. Wow. Do it.
Wow.
Kings up.
Doug just puts the rest of it in. Doug drawing very
I'm
thin.
drawing pretty thin here.
You have a king? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Come on. Where is the justice? Do not high five him.
Did you leave me hanging?
No.
That is disgusting.
That's not even fair. I'll take these.
Play rake-free daily fantasy sports at fantasydraft.com or download the app from your app store. Use promo code PNIA for a VIP free roll.
2000 superstar in Florida.
I feel
He
like
incinerated us.
I think you're a mixed game.
So you think he should give up this?
I think it might be, yeah.
Time to move on.
Ryan, are you willing to get him a room and a flight out here every week?
No, move to the East Coast. Move to
I help
AC.
him.
Move to AC.
The offer's open.
I'm a friendly, but I only do it because I'm a friendly person.
Right, yeah.
Nothing to do with how you play.
That's what
Right,
most
okay.
people say. The first thing, Ryan
the friendly guy.
That's
Yeah.
what they say, the friendly
You know, the
guy.
friendly guy.
Yeah.
Generous, accommodating.
Are you like isolating the fish?
Wow, Doc, you're incinerating.
Isolating the fish.
He's got the prescription for Dougie.
You just get a free 200 every hand, Doc. Huh?
We'll see. It's not over
Except
yet.
that one
Maybe
hand,
you're in
you got
it.
a free 10,000.
Doug cannot breathe right now.
getting ready to
Can we bring him an oxygen mask? You guys have one here?
Help.
Ryan will give him mouth to mouth. He's very accommodating. Ryan.
Wow.
There's
Doug
a
is
limit.
Doug is just getting wrecked everywhere.
You know the sick thing is, like, I was actually pumped to see a flop, and then like can't even do it. All right, someone else get punished for a change.
4,000.
Thank the Lord.
4 outer. I'm at. I lose a lot of
Yeah.
2 and 3 and 4 outers on this show.
It's a great game.
I'm very well.
I'm so happy to be here. It's also the kind of game where, like, if you get sacked, like, you just don't feel bad. It's like,
No,
what if?
because you know you can get it.
it's
Chips
fun,
are in
yeah.
play. My
Yeah,
chips
yeah.
are in play. I can guarantee
Where
that.
do you live?
Trying to come over?
No, I'm just interested.
You want to hang out?
I'm just wondering how far. That's
You like maybe relocating? What's going on?
He might visit for a while.
Being friendly, like I said.
Oh, okay. I live in Las Vegas.
Inside of his locker in high school. No, stuffed in there.
every day.
Every day gets stuffed in the fucking locker.
Nice place.
You know he was undefeated.
Nice
in the wrestling
snowstorms,
team,
no
right?
ice.
He was undefeated
Once in
in
a while.
wrestling.
Once in a while,
Better weather.
He was. The guy didn't show up for the one match that he played. Yeah, 102 he wrestled.
He just got a brand new big house.
They got him
not
on
like
the
in
team
Vegas.
because they knew it was going to be a forfeit.
They don't like good
on the
players.
other
So
side,
he showed up.
they
Like you.
made him. Yeah, he showed up and got him a
That
win.
makes sense. Yeah.
He's not well liked in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you're that's different here in Philly. You're well liked here.
Yeah.
Nah, don't push your luck here. He ain't well like there either.
It's 50-50 here.
So
Out
like,
there, it's much
so
worse.
Oh, they must hate
so
him.
where are you well liked?
At home with his family.
No, they tell him Thanksgiving they
I'm
change the
pretty much.
address
I'm not
when
like
they're
in any
going.
place
They
where there's
know.
poker. I've done bad
On
things.
Thanksgiving, he showed up at his
okay, where's
aunt's
the
house. He
places
said, "Oh,
you
we
like
didn't tell
with
you you changed
people?"
it to Uncle John's house this year."
There's a few, I think.
Say it by himself.
People that have to like you, like your family, you know.
Yeah,
forced to like you.
All in.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, this is a sick flop.
Call? Ace-7? Oh my God.
If you've got
almighty.
pocket aces, you're ahead.
No,
Ace-king.
he does not have pocket aces.
That's so sick.
Ace-king, that's sick.
I had
Sick.
clubs.
Wow. Poker's so brutal. Sick, right?
That is a sick flop.
I'm
glad I called.
Against
Nice sweat.
8-7, so the guy hit 7-7. So
You might not have him covered.
All right, I'll double you up a few times to get back
That's
there.
over
in
20
limit, I
pounds.
can only lose a few bets.
Insane bluff where he made Shaun Deeb fold 3 high. He's capable of anything.
Watch the show. So now we have IMDb.
Paging Mike Siegel. Paging Mike Siegel. If you're going to occupy the 3 seat, this is a no sitting zone. You must be playing, sir.
He just wants to hang out with Jennifer.
Yeah, she doesn't need much help with the same thing. She had an ache because she couldn't cook anymore. Thinking that she would wake up and not remember where she was and stuff.
Frank raising 7 tray. Friedman calls A7. Sean Perry
Did she ever do anything?
re-raising.
She was in 30-something. Melanie.
Queen 4 of diamonds.
Michelle Mayring.
Oh, Michelle Mayring.
The
Yeah,
girl, that was the dark-haired girl.
Yeah,
real
I didn't
genius.
think
Tommy, you're not allowed to talk until you call 1 bet. Well, that's the new rule. You cannot talk unless you call 1 bet.
Were you just saying Mike was doing the same thing?
Yeah, exactly.
$100.
As far as we've seen, Siegel, you've done nothing tonight.
Pot kettle. Oh my goodness.
Look at this flop. 4-4-7. Both Casella and Friedman hit their 7, but Perry flops trip 4s.
18.
I mean, you can't call a re-raise with 7 tray and then fold when you hit top pair. You know, it would be a sick turn card. A 7.
That would probably cost Perry an awful lot of money.
Although this 10 of clubs is pretty good too. Casella with the worst hand picks up the best draw. I think if you're Perry, you got to bet again here and bet big.
Colby beat, what, they got Colby
5,600, yeah, I'll allow it. Casella, without the club draw,
I've had, you know, the Colby.
maybe would fold at this point, but with it, he is all in.
Actually,
Casella stacked Perry once at the beginning of the show.
Whatever you want, sir.
It doesn't matter, man.
Either way. I had ace-7.
Twice. Twice is fine.
We're gonna run it
I
twice.
thought about the all-in.
Half the pop.
You have a club.
Go to the
I'm not
winner
gonna hit a 7.
of each river card that's dealt. 3, that's Perry. Deuce, that is also Perry. Perry gets it all back and then some.
That's $51,000 on the plus side there. Nice win.
I want to do, you know what I want to do?
Pocket 8s for Kim.
Well, it's called the first blind, the second blind. It's really not the small and big blind.
First blind.
Yeah, because now we're just playing 4 blinds.
Classic 4 blinds.
7-handed poker, what I was raised on, you know.
How much you playing? Is it
Kim's in
5
an interesting
silvers?
spot because she knows that when that double straddle is on, when she limps in, odds are the players on her left, someone's going to jack it up. So she can very easily disguise her big hands here tonight. Hellmuth with one of those big hands, ace queen
Joe, can you imagine all the
in the small
back
blind.
and forth when,
yeah, well, I said Paul would have been a good fit. He was
Makes it
trying to-
1,050.
No, I mean back in before that.
Yeah, oh,
I mean, I did.
forget about it, everybody.
No, I'm good. No?
Wow.
He's on the fence right now. So one on the right in the middle of something. An experiment. Right in the middle of an experiment. You're all in.
Joe limp folds the pocket 8s, and it turns out that's the right move. She's really up against a bunch of hands that kind of have her crushed. Hellmuth gonna get got again. He just reloaded.
40, yeah. 48.75.
So Polk just calls, and that induces Kaufman to call.
Whoopsie.
So just a couple bucks shy of 15K pre-flop, and Phil Hellmuth is all in for the second time already. We're only in the second segment of the show on Poker Night in America.
What a charmed life Doug Polk has. Who cares if you have big, undefined arms if your hands are even bigger and better defined?
I mean, like,
huh?
Shouldn't I have like some?
All right, here comes the flop. Ace, Jack, King, come on.
I mean, even when the ace hits, he still makes a set.
A check from Polk and Kaufman. We go to the turn. It's a 6 of spades. Kaufman still with the gut shot. Doesn't pick up any more help on the turn.
And Doug's like, oh, what do I guess? I bet this much. 6,000. No shame in folding here, Jeremy.
I'm all in.
What the fudge? Doug calls.
Very curious.
Well, I've got 3 outs now.
Oh, God.
I'd have to shut it down there.
And I'm stuck by You saw what's going on.
Hold!
It's out of a movie.
Hold! Hold! Queen! Ah!
The amount of money that has swung around in these first couple of hands is ridiculous.
That's going on poker hands.
Oh, no. Oh, this is ugly.
You get a little desensitized to money out here in these games.
Of course.
Hey, you can put 800 for the re-straddle.
Oh shit.
What's it? Straddle. 3 blind hands, 4 blind hands.
Really?
4 blind hands to you. It's like 3 blind mice plus 1.
Now this is classic poker in America.
Yeah, just
You gotta
steal
get the
it
whole
all.
way around,
Get in
though.
there, just
Whole
pop
way
it,
around.
take it all.
That's a dangerous call right there.
Oh yeah, real dangerous.
Doug is popping it up.
Wow, you just blew up Doug's spot.
Doug is popping it up.
Maybe Brad's calling just to hope that Doug pops it up. He's setting him up.
Yeah.
No, Doug, since he knows that I know that he's popping it up, he's got to tighten a little bit, but not much.
Damn it. What do we got?
We got about a 32% repop. Going up to like a 94% repop. Okay. No repop.
Just smoothie.
Okay.
You hit that 6%, huh? 6% call came in there.
Two smoothies.
What kind of garbage hands are you guys calling with over there?
Well, I didn't expect that. My game was play position.
You thought he was gonna limp and fold, huh?
No, God no. How much is that? 2,400.
Raise. 62.
How much are you playing? Is there 5 silvers?
5.
30,000. Yeah. 728.
Mike, we played this game with Joe in it. Can you imagine all the talking back and forth?
Yeah, well, I said Paul would have been a good fit. We were trying to get Paul.
No, I mean back in Brunei.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, I did.
Forget about it. Everybody.
Very curious.
Might have to shut it down here. And get a worse hand to fold.
I'm all in. Raise all in. Oh no. Oh, this is ugly.
Well, I don't think I have any outs.
He has some back doors.
I don't know.
Do you want to run twice? You have a better shot? Or
Good.
He's definitely live.
Good.
Let's go.
Here's some back doors.
I've got straight draws and flush draws.
Oh my. This is going to hurt. This is going to really hurt when he wins that.
He's running straight.
You have no idea.
4-4.
What the?
This is going to hurt.
What?
Oh
my God.
What?
Ryan's face.
Are you kidding me?
This is going to hurt.
Lottery, did you
Oh,
Two boards.
boy.
We're going twice.
Queen
If you
or
win, I
spade,
swear to
spade.
God, you win one of these.
That's not good. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. Good no spades. Good no straight
Come on,
outs.
Jeremy. Spade.
Spade. 3 of spades. No outs. No outs. Chips.
All right.
Oh my God.
He just got
Doug even.
Bro, 50,000.
If I was cross-booking with Doug there and I saw that,
Oh my God. Yeah, he was cross-booking with the...
So GI easily wins the biggest pot of the night so far.
Oh, I do no work for any of them. Yes.
That makes sense.
My wife is taking control of at least one of them.
Friends a few years ago who were like, it's really cool you can do all these things, but maybe you should pick one thing and focus on that.
That's why I play poker.
Yes.
I'll let her do all the other stuff.
He's pretty good playing poker.
She's more of a people person than me anyway, so it's a lot better on phone calls.
Pocket 4s for Deeb, 5s for GI, and aces. That's convenient for Kale Kalas.
And good thing he just reloaded for 100 grand. Let this be a lesson to you.
3,500.
I don't know who I'm talking to specifically, but
So is all of that food Kane's? Because I would love a breadstick.
if you just lost a 200K pot, don't you think you'd eat your feelings?
Good point. All that pasta doesn't stand a chance.
Bring me all of the carbs in the building, please. Thank you.
Is that what you got?
Well, we got one call from Deeb. No way GI is not calling here. So 3 players with 10K in the pot as we head to the flop.
So Kane is going to look a little tilty here. He should get plenty of action. Can he fade both sets?
Oh my gosh.
No, he did not fade both sets, but best case scenario is that GI hit one and so did he.
And GI just took that huge pot off of Kalas, so he's all loaded up with money.
Sets and sets and sets today. And by the way, this is the second time it's been set over set for GI. Both times he's on the business end. Is the business end the good end or the bad end?
That would be the bad end.
Okay, the business end. Anyway, the bet's 5,500. If you lose a 200K pot, you should get a free steak. I'm just saying that now.
I feel like G should
Kane
take
smooth calls. Deeb folds the pair.
Yeah, new rule. If food comes to table, G gets your food too.
We need to order right, though, so we have time for dinner.
Turn is a 10 of diamonds.
The way they should service, you better order a 4 for 7.
Exactly.
Kane's checking, wants to let GI keep firing. Kane really does not have much to be scared of. The diamond draw out there now. Some straight draws. You really don't expect GI to have any of that. GI bets 10,000 into just over 20. I think Kane might just smooth call again. There aren't a lot of rivers he's gonna hate.
Yeah, appreciate it. NFL.
Somebody said Jacksonville doesn't actually
Call
have
from Kalas.
They do,
That
but
was
they
Shaun.
were trolling.
He said they have a college team.
college team that dresses like an NFL.
Frank is surprisingly gold.
Kalas checks again.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
looking at his
River's the full house. Kane is playing this perfectly. Somehow he knows GI is gonna bet this river and not just check behind. And not only is GI gonna bet this river, but he's probably gonna commit himself too.
12,000 to bet from GI.
And I believe Kane's got one move here, and that is to move all in for at least as much as GI's got behind.
Yeah, and a good portion of GI's stack just came from Kane on the hand previous.
I'm all in.
And he wants it back. He's all in for 67K. And if you're GI, you have to be thinking, okay, what exactly have I stepped into here?
Could I possibly have been set over setted twice in one day? And the answer, of course, is yes.
Oh boy.
GI calls, and Kale Kalas is gonna win back much of what he lost on that previous hand.
Well, getting beat like that is bad on the GI track, if you know what I mean.
Playing his first hand of the night, Kane recently played in the biggest televised cash game pot of all time. Pocket fives for Kane. Uh-oh, Shaun Deeb is in with jacks.
Here comes GI. Figuring, you know, as long as I'm here, I might as well call.
GI with queen high. Oh, a cheeky
boy.
little five hiding in there.
Deeb checking to see if anybody is interested in this flop.
And GI is with his gut shot and backdoor spade draw. Kind of a scary board for middle set. And GI getting very optimistic with the lead out semi-bluff here. And I think Kane's gonna put in a raise. So there's a lot of hands you can get value from, a lot to protect against.
Kalas does raise it to 12,000.
And I think that's an easy fold for Shaun now, yep. And it should be an easy hand for GI to fold, that is.
no, I only had the nuts, Frank. I just had the dry nuts, if you will.
Nope. I had a feeling that you got lucky on the dark jack there.
Well, I definitely got lucky in the dark jack.
But it's 8,600 to call. He's getting better than 2 to 1.
Sometimes you get lucky in the dark bet.
You do that. Actually, it seems to happen almost the same amount.
Some decent turn cards for him. I still think it's a fold, but I'm just trying to figure out a reason why he's going to call. Because he's clearly going to call. Oh, geez, GI did not call. He raised 24,000.
24 even.
And GI just keeps blasting off in spots where it's really difficult for his opponent to fold. Again, if you have a set of fives beat here, would you really give Kane such a good reason to fold?
Kalas calls. So 53,000 in the pot as we're heads up with these two to the turn.
Oh my
boy.
GI.
Oh boy.
For the second time in a row, GI blasts off with a pretty much air ball and hits gin on the turn.
And then just jams it in, all of it, 71K.
This is chump change for Kale Kalas, only 6 figures. GI was telling a story on the flop. No matter how unconvincingly, at that point, it is way too easy for that story to be true now. Kale Kalas is just gonna figure out if he wants to wager $50,000 on needing the board to pair, or possibly he's already drawing to 1 out. He did it. He made the call. Nearly 200K in the middle.
Once or twice.
One. Run it one time.
One time.
Says GI.
All right, winner's going to take all on the river.
Run it one time. What a GI. No boat for Kale Kalas, both literally and figuratively. He just lost the amount it would cost to buy a fairly nice boat.
Still good to you again.
You want 16?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
don't really want it.
32?
The triple straddle is on.
I'm still trying to get back to
16
is high, 32 is excessive. 64 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I like 64. Can we do it again?
It's ridiculous.
The same
I'll
hands?
tell you what. If everyone's in, I'm down for the full straddle back to you.
Ooh.
So you can have your chance to get some redemption.
32, 64, 12, 8, 25.
It goes all the way to him. He's on the bud.
Yeah, when he's on the button, he gets the 64.
I get the gift again. Beautiful. Let's do it.
I'm asking if you.
Of course I'll take it. I'll take it every time.
All right, I'm in for 32.
And you wake up at ace 10, let me wake up at ace king. Let's try one more time.
I don't want to keep running that.
So the 16's on it, right?
Doug sucked out huge on Calderero last time.
Why not?
All right. Like the epic D-Gen moment there.
Here's the real question. You knew that again. It comes back. It's on you. Everett's folded around. You have the ace 10 of hearts. Did you learn your lesson, or are you going to just limp this time?
I'm telling you right now, straight up, I learned my lesson.
All right, it's folded all the way around to Friedman. What a time for aces.
Oh, boy.
I just want to point out that Jason has been at the table for like 30 minutes, and this is his second 4-bet. It's been a lively session at the table.
Luckily, you don't have to be a maniac
45.
when you have aces.
Or you just make it 45,000.
Or is that 5-bet? Sorry?
Now, in a tournament, Jason might actually get away from this at this point. Friedman is going to be making this play with like ace-king at worst, maybe ace-queen, but still 2 overs.
You're right.
I wasn't even thinking about this.
Kane, you're a lot less drunk than I am.
Yeah, everybody is a lot less drunk than me. For sure. Not just you. I said
Cheers,
we.
Frank. Cheers.
I did say we. I mean, you might be
gambling and alcohol.
Let's get liquor all over the table.
Call.
Well, in a cash game, he's not getting away from it, apparently.
How many times would you like to run it? Twice?
Twice is good.
Okay.
You have the best hand. All right, you might have a pair of nines. You might have a pair of nines.
All right,
Over 9, 10. Oh, spades.
I like the one card all over.
You do not have spades. No, I have not.
So Jason loses the first pot, so Friedman's free rolling.
Board number 2. Still nothing for nines to get excited about. Aces scoop it all.
That's it, Abby.
Thank you.
Look at there. $200,000 to Avi Friedman. Nice.
Everyone good? Anyone want a drink? Anyone want a drink? Are you good, Calder? You want a drink?
Oh, I'm good.
Back to Poker Night in
Oh,
America.
look! A quadruple straddle to 3,200. Short stack, so I'm thinking, what am I wanting to see here? I'm just gonna shove. I'm just gonna gamble.
Is this a straddle?
No,
Is that open?
I did look.
Just your classic 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. It's normal. This is how it's like when I play. How much is that?
Frank's got aces. That's good, but he doesn't have that many chips. That's bad.
I mean, even shoving with 12K, even if you just pick up all the straddles and the blinds, that's a great win.
There's a lot of money in this pot. That's good. But there's also a lot of people in this hand who don't like folding pre-flop. That's bad. Doug Polk going nowhere.
He's in with King Queen. Calderero's out.
Looks like Kale Kalas has literally just come back from the bank. And what about GI? He's a fella that don't like to fold either.
I think you're 100 off. Oh, he's got too much.
Yeah.
All right, so Casella's got all the money in. We will have a side pot that could develop between Polk and GI.
What a dream scenario for Casella. He is a near statistical lock to win this hand. 1% equity for each of his opponents.
That straddle won't do much for the game, does it?
Oh my! I don't.
Gee.
What is the verbal equivalent of mashing the keyboard? That's what I want to do right now. How does that happen? GI's bet $40,000 on this flop. No way Doug can fold. We know there is no way that he and GI will not chop this pot as long as he doesn't fold. Doug calls.
Main pot's got 41,000. Side pot's got 80,000 in it.
We've got a Lexus on the side.
Yes.
Holding.
And GI has put all the chips in the middle.
Doug's called.
You're not good.
There is almost $250,000 in this pot. And Casella just can't believe his luck. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. All right, here comes the river. It's a 10 of hearts. Casella's out, and Polk and GI will chop it up.
And then this is chopped in half.
Do an 8-16 no limit game with the optional 32 and
All right, so the straddles are getting a little crazy here, are they not?
Holy Lord, welcome to Straddle Town. I can't remember the last time I saw this much straddling outside of the
No, Frank's
Do you mind if I give it a try?
straddling.
I haven't seen this much straddling since the last jockey convention I was at.
Yours will probably make the air. Just 6K to call, Frank.
That turn sucked too. Actually, was it good? Do you have 10s?
I did.
Oh my God, that was such a good turn.
Yeah.
How lucky was that turn?
Yeah, it's folding around the Calderero and Polk again.
That was a really lucky turn.
Here we go again.
All right, before I look, roughly, Frank, what was he playing?
You guys got some
146.8.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. Without looking, I'm in for the call.
Doug hasn't looked, and we haven't either.
Without looking, you're in for the call. If that's gonna.
I am looking.
Let that one slide.
There's only one way this can go, and that is toward the middle. Chips meaning, not the cards.
Oh. That's a massive raise.
Makes it 36,400. Where do you even come up with that number?
Oh, wow.
What's it to go? 30.
Just 30,000.
36,400.
That's so massive.
You just ISO'd the big blind, you know?
On Polk, we see has King Jack.
That's true.
He's thinking about it.
This is only one raise.
Says the makings of something really disastrous.
A 3-bet here could be expensive.
I'm all in.
I call.
Oh my God.
What did I tell you? I told you a 3-bet could be expensive.
Go ahead.
You called, right?
I called.
All right,
You called?
Oh, we're ready. Let's go.
Your standard 300K pot.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ace on the flop. That's going to be tough for Doug to come back from, and not happening.
All right, good game.
Caldero's had one heck of a last 14 minutes here on Poker Night in America.
Swingy day. Are you still up? It got straddled.
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe. But you'll write the mean stuff, too. It's all good.